In the heart of Manhattan's financial district, on September 16, 1920, a devastating event took place. It is famously known as the Wall Street bombing or the mysterious Wall Street bombing. The incident left a lasting impact on New York City. This event stands as one of the most impactful acts of terrorism in U.S. history, preceding the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. Let's explore together some of the essential elements of the event. On a fateful day in September, precisely at noon, a wagon pulled by horses met its catastrophic fate at the bustling intersection of Wall Street and Broad Street. Laden with a deadly combination of 100 pounds of dynamite and 500 pounds of solid iron sash weights, the wagon became a vessel of destruction right before the iconic J.P. Morgan & Company building. The force of the explosion was immense, causing a deep crater to form in the street and wreaking havoc on the surrounding buildings. The impact was so intense that windows were shattered several blocks away. Tragically, the explosion claimed the lives of 38 individuals in an instant, while leaving more than 400 others with severe injuries. During the lunch hour rush, several individuals were caught in unfortunate circumstances. Among them were clerks, messengers, and brokers, all going about daily routines. There were still some individuals whose identities remained unknown. The bombing resulted in extensive destruction to the financial district, causing disruption to financial activities and triggering a wave of panic and confusion. Temporarily, the New York Stock Exchange had to close its doors. In contrast, financial institutions in the area were swiftly evacuated. The investigation into the bombing was a monumental undertaking, ranking among the most extensive in U.S. history during that period. There was an immediate focus on anarchists or radical groups as potential culprits, given the timing and location of the attack. With a loud blast, chaos erupted outside the prestigious headquarters of J.P. Morgan & Company, an iconic symbol of American capitalism and opulence. The incident immediately sparked intense speculation as people pondered the possible motives behind this brazen attack. Anti-capitalist sentiments were among the theories swirling in the air as the city grappled with the aftermath of this shocking event. Despite thorough investigations conducted by local authorities and federal agencies, such as the Bureau of Investigation, the individuals responsible for the crime were never conclusively identified. Multiple individuals were apprehended and questioned, yet no charges were ever brought forth or convictions made about the bombing. Throughout the years, a multitude of theories have surfaced regarding the individuals responsible for the bombing and their underlying motivations. Some propose that Italian anarchists orchestrated it as a response to the apprehension and subsequent execution of Sacco and Vanzetti, two Italian immigrants who were found guilty of murder in a trial that sparked intense debate. Some have suggested that the incident was orchestrated by individuals with anti-capitalist beliefs or foreign actors aiming to disrupt the stability of the U.S. financial system. The Wall Street bombing stands as a poignant reminder of how susceptible American society is to acts of terrorism and political violence. It further emphasized the difficulties in investigating and bringing charges for such crimes, especially when there is no concrete evidence or apparent motives. The inability to identify and capture the culprits has only added to the ongoing enigma surrounding the incident. Following the bombing, a swift response from emergency services was witnessed as they quickly arrived at the scene. Their primary objectives were to aid the victims and ensure the area's safety. In addition to the explosion, the Red Cross extended assistance and support to the impacted individuals. Recovering from the aftermath proved to be a pretty daunting task, given the immense extent of the destruction and the staggering loss of lives. The bombing sent shockwaves of fear and anger throughout the nation. The audacity of the attack left many Americans in disbelief, with concerns mounting about the potential for further acts of violence in the future. The incident created an atmosphere of fear and distrust as individuals sought to assign blame and insisted on immediate retribution. During the time of the Wall Street bombing, there was a strong sense of nativism and anti-immigrant sentiment in the U.S. The failure to apprehend the culprits only intensified concerns about the potential infiltration of American society by foreign-born radicals and anarchists. As a result, the U.S. government implemented stricter immigration regulations and passed laws to deport individuals believed to be radicals or subversives. Over time that followed the devastating bombing, numerous memorials were constructed to pay tribute to the innocent victims and preserve the memory of that tragic event. Plaques, statues, and monuments can be found throughout New York City, including the Financial District. Various organizations and communities hold ceremonies and remembrances to honor the anniversary of the bombing. The Wall Street bombing was a pivotal moment that jolted law enforcement agencies and government officials into recognizing the genuine danger of terrorism within the U.S. The incident underscored the importance of enhancing intelligence gathering, bolstering counterterrorism measures, and fostering better coordination among federal, state, and local authorities. The bombing has had a lasting impact on efforts to prevent and respond to acts of terrorism in the U.S. The enigma surrounding the Wall Street bombing persists, despite years of relentless scrutiny and conjecture. The elusive culprits behind this heinous act continue to evade identification, leaving investigators and the public alike in perpetual intrigue. This case continues to captivate the public's imagination as one of American history's most infamous unsolved crimes. Historians, researchers, and conspiracy theorists are still engrossed in the various theories and conjectures surrounding it. The Wall Street bombing had far-reaching economic consequences, extending beyond the immediate physical damage to buildings and infrastructure. The New York Stock Exchange shut down, disrupting financial activities in the heart of the nation's economic capital, which significantly impacted the economy. Following the attack, the stock market experienced significant volatility, causing uncertainty among investors. The bombing served as a stark reminder of how susceptible financial markets are to acts of terrorism, emphasizing the critical need for robust security measures to protect economic stability. The Wall Street bombing garnered significant media attention and sparked widespread public discussion. News outlets nationwide dedicated considerable attention to the event, providing detailed updates on the investigation's progress and offering various theories regarding potential motives and suspects. The bombing ignited discussions surrounding immigration policy, labor disputes, and the impact of radical ideologies on American society. These conversations had a lasting effect on public sentiment and shaped subsequent political debates. After the chaos subsided and the wreckage littered the once bustling streets of Wall Street, the impact of the bombing rippled far beyond the confines of Manhattan. Unanswered questions, untold stories, and a lingering sense of vulnerability serve as constant reminders of the delicate nature of peace and security in the face of terrorism. It has been nearly a century since that momentous September day, yet the impact of the Wall Street bombing remains, serving as a reminder of the strength of a nation, the pursuit of justice, and the ongoing effort to confront the lingering ghosts of history.